Welcome everyone. Good afternoon and thank you so much for joining us on this drizzly, gloomy day. I'm Becky Wydysh, Chairman of the Niagara County Legislature, and it's my honor to welcome you here today for the ceremonial groundbreaking of the Niagara County Law Enforcement Academy. We're very excited about this project. It is truly exciting to see this initiative moving forward, knowing that this state-of-the-art building is going to be tasked with training the very women and men who protect our community. Now, the Academy is a partnership of the Niagara County Sheriff's Office, the Niagara Falls Police Department, and Niagara County Community College. Funding for the project comes from the Niagara County Legislature and state resources. And this is a great example of how partnerships across the community working together toward a common goal can make things happen. And I can't wait to be back for the ribbon cutting when all is said and done to see the beautiful new Academy when it's finished. I hope that you can be here for that as well. Today we are joined, of course, by many of our local officials. Some of them you'll be hearing from shortly, and I want to take a chance to introduce them all, of course. Up in front with me, we have Sheriff Michael Filicetti, NCCC President William Murabito, Mayor Robert Restaino from Niagara Falls, the Niagara Falls Chief of Police John Faso, and Assemblyman Mike Norris. Of course, I also want to extend a warm welcome to my colleagues from the Niagara County Legislature who are in the audience today. We have Rich Andres, Tony Nemi, Randy Bratt, Chris Voccio, and Irene Myers with us here. From our law enforcement community, many of you here, thank you. We have Chief Keith Glass from the North Tonawanda Police Department, Chief John Swick from Middleport, Town of Niagara, Craig Giuliani, Joe Paul, the Chief of Youngstown, Chief Frank Previtt from Lewiston, Major Clyde Doty from the Park Police, Patrol Agent in Charge Brady Wakel from Border Patrol, representatives of Homeland Security and the DEC, and our District Attorney Brian Seaman. Now, let me also welcome Wright Ellis, the Supervisor of Cambria, Ross Annable, Supervisor of Heartland, and of course the Chief of Public Safety here at NCCC. Kevin Clark, our Chairman of the NCCC Board of Trustees, and Trustee Bill Ross. Mark Laurie, Superintendent of Niagara Falls Schools. George McNerney, Western New York Regional Director for Congressman Tenney. Matthew Mosher from Senator Ort's office. And Eamon Weber, Chief of Staff for Assemblyman Morinello. I want to thank you all for being here. If I missed anyone, I apologize. I think we just introduced most of the tent. So as is normal at these events, thank you all again so much for coming. Okay, I'm going to start by asking Sheriff Michael Filicetti to say a few words.
Thank you very much. We didn't quite get the weather that we wanted to kick this off, but I can tell you it's a great day and a very much anticipated day. I'm very excited about this, to see the groundbreaking behind us where this new academy is going to be. This building means so much to the law enforcement community and the community that we serve here in Niagara County. It's great to have all the police chiefs here, our state and federal partners. I really thank you for being here and thank you for your support moving forward, and also our DA, Brian Seaman, another great partner in our law enforcement community. So today we're here and we're just feet from where I went to the police academy, in that very building right there. So this is a great location. We're near where we used to be many, many years ago. I want to talk a little bit about the structure going up, the new Niagara County Law Enforcement Academy. The academy building will be the hub of training for new recruits, pre-employment recruits, current law enforcement officers, correction officers, and criminal justice students attending NCCC. This 14,000 square foot building will provide state-of-the-art training with new additions that we do not currently have available to us. On the first floor, you'll find 4 classrooms with the latest technology. A designated room will house a use of force simulator. This is cutting-edge training that we currently do not have. This is critical in developing abilities during multiple scenarios: when to use force, de-escalation, communication skills, and dealing with mental health issues. On the first floor will be expanded office space for our academy directors, which I know they're very happy about, and ample locker room space. On the second floor, a movable wall simunition room will be constructed. Multiple configurations will be available to test response to various shooter situations. There will also be a mat room to learn defensive tactic skills. These are critical skills necessary when responding to high-risk law enforcement events like an active shooter or combative subject. Again, this is going to be our one-stop shop for all of our law enforcement training needs here in Niagara County. But all of this wouldn't be possible without support from so many involved. And this is where I could get myself in trouble because I don't want to leave anybody out. It's a great partnership with Niagara County Community College, President Murabito, Vice President Wayne Lynch, Vice President Lydia Ulutowski, the Board of Trustees, and so many others on the team here at NCCC. I want to thank you for all your efforts to move this project forward. The Niagara County Legislature, County Manager Rick Updegrove, really stepped up and committed funding to ensure this project came to fruition. I can tell you this legislature and county manager have provided unwavering support to our law enforcement in this county. And they've also provided funding for this police academy that will be state-of-the-art, and it'll provide top-notch training for years to come. I can only say thank you to the entire legislature, to the county manager, on behalf of all law enforcement and our partners. Thank you for your commitment to this project. I also want to thank Mayor Restaino and their support for this project as well. We co-direct this academy, and that's as a direct result of the mayor making sure that Niagara Falls has personnel and staffing to be out here helping us run the academy. I want to thank our New York State delegation, Senator Ort, Assemblyman Norris, Assemblyman Morinello, SUNY. They committed the remaining portion of the funds to construct this facility. I truly appreciate their support for this project and what it'll mean to NCCC and to our law enforcement here in Western New York. Thank you for all your continued backing of this new facility. To my team, my administration, academy staff, others at the Sheriff's Office, I want to recognize you all for your hard work to get us to this point. You've all worked hard to move this academy to NCCC. You've worked diligently with NCCC staff to achieve the academic piece, to award college credits, and put much effort into the design of this new law enforcement academy. It will be a great day when we cut the ribbon and start a new era of training with our co-directors from the Niagara Falls Police Department. Thank you very much for coming today, and I do hope that you're all at the ribbon cutting.
Thank you, Sheriff Filicetti. Next, I would like to call to the podium President Murabito.
Thank you. A warm welcome on behalf of NCCC to all the delegates and members of the community who are attending today. There are a few people left in the tent I'd like to introduce, mainly for my staff. But first, Donna Linderman. Donna is the SUNY Senior Vice Chancellor for Student Success. So when you get back to Albany, tell the Chancellor and everything we're going to have a model facility here. Thank you. Wayne Lynch, VP for Administration. Wayne was really carried our weight in terms of the design and the funding of this building. Lydia Ulutowski, who really worked on the academic side of it. Alyssa Shoegate Cummings, Interim Vice President for Student Affairs, in the back. Ted Slotnicki, Program Coordinator for the NCCC Criminal Justice Program. Bob Morris, who is the Division Chair for Humanities and Social Sciences, under which comes Criminal Justice. Jim Mezer, where Jim is like a legend in Niagara County. He headed up the program, had been a law enforcement individual, and now is very active in our foundation. Thank you, Jim. That's it. That's who I'm. But we are extremely happy with hosting Niagara County Law Enforcement Academy. You know, we were your home. Now you're going to have a real home when the building comes up. Your staff running the academy is second to none. Now, I've been in SUNY 58 years, and I used to run our own law enforcement academy in Albany, and I'm very familiar with what happens. There's no better one in the state, so congratulations. And that's due to the hard work of your leadership team and the law enforcement personnel across the county who come in and volunteer to run the courses and such. So thank you very much. We at NCCC are extremely happy with the affiliation of our academic program. A student will be able to come and enter our associate degree program, use the academy as part of that training, and then leave after 2 years with an associate degree. What a wonderful marriage, and that person is going to be top-notch as an employee. So thank you, and moving on.
Thank you, President. I'll tell you what, that Sheriff Filicetti is either a true gentleman or very concerned about his hair right now. All right, next I'd like to ask Mayor of Niagara Falls, Robert Rustino, to the podium, please.
Thank you, Becky. Let me just say that it's really a pleasure to be with all of you. The Law Enforcement Academy is something that's critically important to this county and to society. The men and women who go through that academy are the people, as the chair said, are the people that protect all of our communities. And I know that I've had the pleasure over the course of the last couple of years to be at the commencement exercises, and I have to tell you, there's nothing more energizing than to see the young men and women that have gone through the academy getting themselves now out on the street to help the men and women in the cities, towns, and villages across the county. We are especially proud to be a part of, be a co-director, to provide some of our staff, our personnel there to help train tomorrow's law enforcement leaders. And as you all know, the City of Niagara Falls has available to it, as a result of the Seneca Niagara Casino, various funds for a variety of different projects. One of the projects that I began to focus on as I started my term was a designation for a program that was supposed to be developed. And then I reached out to the county manager, Mr. Upgrove, and asked him whether or not that was a reality. And he indicated to me that while it had a, sort of a fast start, it didn't go anywhere. So the program that I'm talking about, and please forgive me if it had a long name, Western New York First Responder Preparedness Center, something like that. So it doesn't exist. It won't exist. And so what we decided to do, and what I am proposing, is that we will redirect $250,000 that is designated for that project to our Law Enforcement Academy as the city's contribution financially to this very, very important project. We will continue, obviously, to assist in the administration alongside Sheriff Filicetti and his staff. And again, I look forward to this state-of-the-art building, and I look forward to the great opportunity that it will give to all of the young men and women who choose law enforcement as their career path. Congratulations, and I look forward to the ribbon cutting as well.
Thank you, Mayor. Next, we have Chief John Faso from the Niagara Falls Police Department.
Thank you. I got to tell you, this Law Enforcement Academy is near and dear to my heart for a couple of reasons. Not only am I a product of this academy many years ago, but I also had the privilege to serve as co-director for 6 years of my career. Probably 6 of the best years of my career. I enjoyed every minute of it. I enjoyed the professionalism, working with all the instructors, working with the sheriff's office, and it's a great academy. I heard throughout that time from across the state the feelings that everybody has about this academy, and they hold it in high regard. And that's due to the professionalism and hard work of our co-directors and all of our instructors. I want to share a note that was sent to me from a gentleman named Bill Moore. Bill Moore is a retired Niagara Falls Police Department detective. He was also the first co-director of the NCLEA. He wrote, "When the Niagara County Law Enforcement Academy was founded in 1974, Niagara Falls Police Chief Harold Paquette and Niagara County Sheriff Anthony Villela were concerned with the basic training of police officers. 6 weeks were required at that time. I was given the assignment to work with the Sheriff's Office to establish the basic academy in Niagara County. The chief appointed a committee to work with Sheriff Villela and his committee to find a location for the academy. NCCC was selected for the academy, and we planned a start date. That was 1974, almost 50 years ago. I'm happy to see the support the academy, that you support the academy and the men and women who attend. Your support is appreciated by the academy staff and attendees. Thank you, and please don't waver. I'm not going to get myself in trouble, so I'm just going to say on behalf of the Niagara Falls Police Department, I want to thank everyone that was involved in this project. I would like to say a special thank you to Dr. Murabito and his staff at NCCC for all your hard work and the great partnership that we have with this academy. I'd also like to thank Sheriff Filicetti and his staff for your tireless work on this project and for recognizing the importance of the academy to Niagara County law enforcement. And it's always been a pleasure and still will be to co-sponsor this NCLEA with you. Thank you.
All right, and last but certainly not least, we have New York State Assemblyman Michael Norris.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you, President Murabito, the Chairman Clark, the trustees, for allowing to come back here. And it's so important to all of us for the future that we have the Niagara County Law Enforcement Academy right here at NCCC. So I want to thank you. I want to thank Sheriff Filicetti, our Niagara County District Attorney Brian Seaman, who was my former law partner, and I can tell you does a great job in the DA's office. And I really want to just say on behalf of Senator Rob Ord and Assemblyman Angelo Morinello, as well as the federal representatives, how proud we are of law enforcement and the partnership with the Niagara County Legislature led by our chairwoman, Becky Wydysh. And it is just so important in today's society that we properly train our law enforcement officials. And I look around and I see many chiefs and many leaders in law enforcement, and I think about what's going to take place here. We're going to build it for generations to come. Law enforcement will be trained at this facility to protect society and citizens. And with that, I'm often critical of state and the budget and everything else. But these are key investments for our future. And I just want to say to our law enforcement, thank you. Thank you for what you do. I also understand that recruitment can be challenging during these times, and this will help increase recruitment and protect citizens throughout the city of New York and in Niagara County. So again, on behalf of Senator Ort, Assemblyman Morinello, and myself, we're pleased to present this certificate of recognition, and we also look forward to all being here for the ribbon cutting for the new facility. Congratulations.
All right, well, from me personally, and of course everyone up front, thank you again for braving the rain today and being out here with us. Such an important day. We're very excited to have our official groundbreaking.